Hello and welcome again to Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And we are unpacking this week's comic book order on Tuesday, September 24th. All of these items will go on sale at Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois on Wednesday, September 25th. We're going to start off this week with some Toy Story 4 pin toppers. These are fantastic. They're great. They're whimsical, fun to give your kids to take to school. They're fun to have at work. They're fun to pick your nose with. If you have the spork, there's all kinds of fun you can have with these. So the pin toppers from Toy Story 4, those came in this week. And they are just part of this stuff that has come in that are not books, but still part of the order. We also have the Mezco 112 Collective DC Joker. It's the Clown Prince of Crime. These are really, really cool. They don't make a ton of them, so they're very collectible. We sell a ton of these, and they are really, really cool. All right. Next up, we have from Scott Snyder and DC and the beautiful people at Dynamic Forces, some of the Year of the Villain, issue 1, that are signed by Scott Snyder and hand-numbered. Each one of them is hand-numbered. He signed 80 total. And so those are pretty sharp, pretty cool, pretty wonderful. If you've never gotten signed comics, they're a neat collectible to have. Next up we have also from DC and Scott Snyder, Batman Detective Comics 1000, signed by Scott Snyder. He signed 160 of them. We have several of those as well. And then also, just if I can find it here in the stack, we should have some Greg Capullo, signed Deceased, issue number 1. The artist Greg Capullo has signed 240 of these. We have several of them. And then The Walking Dead, something we were pretty happy to get. We've got some of them that are signed by the artist for issue 180, and he only signed 7 of these. They're nice signature on the bottom, and they're hand numbered. They all come with their certificates of authenticity, or as we say here at Fox's, authenticity. But always keep that silver medallion intact. Don't break it open and look at the comic. Don't be silly, you'll ruin the value. All right, so that's some of the Chotsky that has arrived this week, non-comic items. Also, previews, magazines are in. The new previews are in for this month. So tomorrow's a great day to stop by the store. And also, before we get started on comics, we'd like to thank everybody that came out Saturday on Batman Day. It was a very successful Batman Day for us. And we want to thank everybody that made the Dark Knight part of your plans on Saturday. So thank you, thank you, thank you. First up in the comic side of business today is Absolute Carnage, Miles Morales issue 2 from Marvel. That's the variant cover with Miles in all kinds of issues there. And then we have the standard cover there, which is just phenomenal as well. Really, really cool. Almost made the top 5. Keep up the good work, Marvel. Next up from DC, we have Action Comics, issue 1015. And then the beautiful cardstock variant for Action Comics 1015. Just wonderful. Next up from Dark Horse Comics, issue 3 of Aliens Rescue. Then Marvel is up next with Amazing Spider-Man issue 30. And as you can see, it's part of the Absolute Carnage tie-in. And then the fantastic Amazing Spider-Man Immortal variant for issue 30. Really, really cool. Next up we have also from Marvel, Avengers issue 24. And they are actually combating Cosmic Ghost Rider. And then the beautiful Avengers Immortal variant for issue 24. That did make our top 5 covers of the week this week. So good job, Marvel. Next up, also from Marvel, the Avengers Loki Unleashed issue 1. A lot of people have been waiting for that to arrive and are going to be excited that it's out tomorrow. And then that is the beautiful variant cover for Loki Unleashed Avengers. After that, we have from Aftershock Comics, issue 2 of Bad Reception. And then from DC, we have issue 39 of Batgirl. and the cardstock variant for issue 39, Batgirl. DC's up again with Batman Beyond, issue 36, and the fantastic variant for Batman Beyond, issue 36. Another highly anticipated one that hits tomorrow, part of the DC Black Label series, is Batman Curse of the White Knight, issue 3. And the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful variant cover for that. Issue 3 of Batman Curse of the White Knight. Just gorgeous. Top 5 cover of the week. Also from DC, Batman Superman, issue 2. The Shazam Who Laughs. And then just a fantastic cover for the variant. Again, top 5 cover. Great job, DC. Next up from Dynamite Publishing, we have issue 4 of Betty Page, Unbound. And as always, the beautiful photo variant made our top 5 covers of the week. Image is up next with issue 43 of Black Science. Rick Remender, if you're not reading this book, jump on and get you some. Grab some graphic novels, get caught up. Wonderful, wonderful book by Rick Remender. Valiant Publishing is up next, and if you're not reading Valiant, well, there's something wrong with you. We have Bloodshot, *1. And then, as always, if you have that on your pull list, this is the copy you'll get. It's the pre-order edition, and it has more pages of content and a different cover at the same price. Then next up from Marvel, we have Captain America. And again, one of our top 5 covers of the week. Great job, Marvel. Keep killing it with your covers. Gotten way better. So that's issue 14 of Captain America. And again, the beautiful variant cover. That's one of their Immortal variants. Also one of our top 5 covers of the week. Same book, 2 covers in the top 5. How can you beat that? Then from Image Publishing, issue 8 of Criminal by Ed Brubaker. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Also from Image, issue 40, another Rick Remender book, Deadly Class, part of a new arc called Bone Machine, part 1. Great time to jump on. But again, Rick Remender and Image, how far wrong can you go? Then from DC, issue 1012 of Batman Detective. And then the variant for Detective Comics 1012 is that baby right there. Just fantabulous. Also from DC, issue 7 of Dial H for Hero. Then from Dark Horse Comics, issue 3 of Disney Frozen, The Hero Within. Then from Valiant Publishing, Dr. Mirage, issue 2. And that's the pre-order bundle, so if it's on your pull list, that's the one you'll get. Again, additional pages of content in this version of the comic, different cover at the same price. This cover actually made our top 5 covers of the week, which is certainly the first time in a while that Valiant has hit there, so congratulations, Valiant. You were riding with the big dogs here at Fox's. Next up from DC is part of their Dollar Comics. It is Dollar Comics Crisis on Infinite Earths. And just a neat idea, allows you to get that first issue for $1. Great idea. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 3 of Fearless. And a beautiful Jenny Frozone variant cover for issue 3 of Fearless. Just wonderful. Dark Horse Comics is up next with issue 9 of Fight Club 3. Then we have DC with issue 79 of Flash. And as we always do, the variant for Flash. Also from DC, issue 9 of Freedom Fighters. And let me see, then from Marvel is up next with issue 2 of Ghost Spider. And then we have from DC Black Label, issue 1. And you can see how much bigger they are than the other comic books. similar to their large format Black Label releases. Harleen, which is the Harley Quinn book. These will be going fast and furious, so I would recommend getting in. Don't call me and ask me to hold one for you. It ain't happening. Just get in and get you some. That is the standard cover for Harleen #1. And then that is the funny and whimsical variant cover. The cover A actually made our top 5 covers and was cover of the week. So we gave cover of the week to Harleen #1. Alrighty. Then next up we have Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, issue 1. And another one of our top 5 covers of the week was Dark Crystal Age of Resistance issue 1 variant. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Beautiful art. Next up we have from DC, Justice League Dark issue 15. And almost made our top 5 covers of the week, the issue 15 variant for Justice League Dark with Mr. Fox on the cover. Next up from Aftershock Comics, Knights Temporal issue 3. Dark Horse Comics comes in next with issue 3 of Manor Black. Cullen Bunn, who will be at the SIU Comic-Con, I believe, this coming weekend. Next up, I believe this to be a reorder. We have some Marvel Action Black Panther #1. That is a reorder, and we have some of those for those who wanted to jump in on that. Then next up, we have issue 9 of Marvel Comics Presents. Also from Marvel, issue 6 of Marvel Team Up, Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. Then from Boom Studios, issue 43 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, part of their Necessary Evil run. And then the fantastically beautiful In the Top 5, in the running for cover of the week, didn't quite get there, foil variant for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, issue 43. Next up from Humanoids, we have issue 2 of Omni. And then we have, up next from Nightfall Vault, I believe this to be issue 1. It is, of The Plot. Looks really, really cool. And kind of a Pulp Fiction variant cover on that. Just really, really cool. Looks very retro. Very, very nice. Next up from Marvel, one of the biggies for tomorrow, Powers of X, #5, only one left after this. There's your cover A. And there's your Christopher Action variant. Another variant. Another variant. Powers of X, issue 5. Scotty Young's variant for Powers of X, issue 5. And yet another variant for Powers of X, issue 5. And yet another variant for Powers of X, issue 5. Yes, you can tell we're going a little deep on this Jonathan Hickman run at Marvel. It is fantastic. Next up from Image Publishing, issue 2 of Pretty Violent. And that's how I described my last colonoscopy, but that's a whole other thing. Next up from Black Box Comics, issue 2, Psycho List. Then from Marvel, issue 3 of Punisher, Kill Crew. And then from IDW, issue 2 of Ragnarok, The Breaking of Helheim. Then from DC, issue 38 of Red Hood Outlaw. And just a fantastically beautiful Red Hood Outlaw issue 38 variant cover. Just fantastic. Speaking of fantastic covers, Dynamite Publishing is up next with issue 5 of Red Sonja and Vampirilla meet Betty and Veronica. And this is exactly what you think it is and should be. So enjoy it. Next up we have from Vault issue 3 of Resonant. I believe this to be a reorder as well. Issue 54 of Rick and Morty is in. So if you've been waiting for that, shame on you. Image Publishing is up next with issue 4 of The Ride, Burning Desire. Then from DC, up next we have, and this was actually in the running for cover of the week, issue 1 of Scooby-Doo Giant. Yes. Next up from Antarctic Press, Scratcher, Part 1. Image Publishing is up next with a very highly anticipated title here in our store, issue 1 of Safe Sex. Then from DC, we have issue 7 of Shazam. And again, one of our top 5 covers of the week. Keep up the good work, DC. Shazam, issue 7 variant cover. Just love the whimsical nature of that. Then next up we have, I believe, from Marvel, if I'm not mistaken, it should be Marvel. Yes, the Son of Satan, issue 12. And that is going to be one of their facsimile editions. Spider-Man Velocity, also from issue 2, also from Marvel, is up next. Then we have Marvel's Star Wars Age of Resistance, Kylo Ren, issue 1. Kind of looks like a guy that plays Star Wars in our store, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to embarrass him. But it kind of looks like him a little bit. And then the beautiful Greatest Moments variant for Kylo Ren. Then we also have Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order, Dark Temple, issue 2. Also from Marvel, Star Wars Target Vader, issue 3. Also from Marvel, Strike Force, issue 1. And Strike Force issue 1 variant. That's their Immortal variant. And yet another variant edition for Strike Force. And then yet another variant for Strike Force. Marvel also brings us issue 11 of the Superior Spider-Man. DC's up next with issue 20 of the Terrifics. Then we have Marvel again, up with issue 6 of Thanos. Great cover on that. Great job, Marvel. IDW comes in next with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that is issue 98 of their ongoing series. Action Lab comes in with issue 5 of Voracious Appetite for Destruction. Next up from Image Publishing, we have White Trees, issue 2, and I believe that's the 2 of 2 for White Trees. Next up from Guardian Knight Studios, issue 2 of William the Last, Shadows of the Crown. Marvel comes in next with Wolverine, annual number 1. Then DC comes in with Wonder Woman, issue 79. And then, of course, one of our top 5 covers of the week will be issue 79, Wonder Woman's Ginny Frizone's variant. That looks like the comics and sundries this week. Also, don't forget the new previews magazines are in. So they will be here at Fox's. And all of this goes on sale Wednesday, September 25th. Hope to see you then at Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. Thanks.